Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for Monday, April 11th. Mike Brenner, I'll tell you what, I looked at this card. This whole card is looking like a 10-foot pole card to me. Yesterday, though, on Sunday, I had a bunch of picks that I liked. I did pretty well. I cashed with the Golden State under.
Yeah.
I had Washington Wizards first half under. I had a bunch of winners on that one that I really liked. This one,
I took Golden State on my own personal account with
Nice.
the points yesterday and cashed that one. But before we get too far, Saturday, 0-3 for me, unacceptable. And you went 2-1.
Oh,
you
yeah,
had a good
baby.
Saturday.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Good Saturday.
Oh, hell yeah.
126 and 107, still swimming above 50%, but I like what's coming up with the playoffs. Pistol Pete, 2-1 on top of the
nice
game.
Calls.
That's
nice
right.
Calls.
67, 77,
Oh, yeah,
46, moving upwards. So
2-1, motherfuckers.
there you go. There, I'm hoping for something good today. I see a little bit of value, I think, but
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mike Brenner.
Hard to call.
Let's get serious now again.
Yeah.
I looked at this whole card. Every friggin' game is looking like a 10-foot ball, either because it doesn't matter at all, so you have no idea what the teams are going to do, or it matters a lot, and so the lines are very tight.
yeah.
And you know what they're going to do. Let's start with, I don't know, Atlanta, Cleveland. That's a 10-foot ball game to me. Maybe you have something to say about it. Cavs definitely seem like the resting guys in general down the stretch. This could easily be one of those games where there's late breaking roster news.
It could be.
The total looks dead on to me. I guess maybe lean Atlanta plus the points. What do you think?
Well, I'm using Atlanta on a two-team teaser, getting the extra. So
That's not bad.
Yeah, and I'll go over that teaser at the end.
We'll go over to that in a second. And then we got, all right, Boston, Charlotte. Now, that's the one game that looks kind of interesting to me. Charlotte's on a back-to-back. They lost at Washington. Both teams are on small overruns, but I was thinking that this one might be modest scoring. Boston admitted that they were tired against Atlanta, right?
Yep,
they tried to get it going. They couldn't get it going. This game still has playoff implications. Also, Charlotte has been notably good against the spread and just good in general on back-to-backs.
Yeah.
So so it's a lot of points, 6.5 or 7 market wide. I'm also thinking about the under, which is 209. Although again, both teams have been.
Charlotte was real tired. Also, they admittedly were real tired, and that's what Kemba Walker. He the other day he just threw up an egg. He just literally.
So I'm thinking that the under at 209 might be a decent play. And as far as the spread, I don't know, man. That's a lot of points to be given Charlotte.
Yeah, because there's 2 playoff teams both fighting for positioning as well. So I'm staying off it as far as a full play, but it is involved in my 2-team teaser.
Okay, well, let's hear your 2-team teaser.
Okay, I'm going with the Hawks, Pete. I'll have them because there's a 4-point adjustment on a typical. I should get the Hawks plus 8 after the adjustment, and Celtics minus 2.5.
Yeah, that's right. You can get that one at let's see. You can get that one at sportsbetting.ag at a bunch of books and at BetOnline.
I'll take it, because I think the Hawks, Cleveland's going to rest. I don't think the Hawks are looking to rest, so I think you give them 8 at Cleveland. I think that's definitely catches. And Celtics, they need this win, and even though they're tired, Charlotte's tired. I look the Celtics to get it done, so 2.5 doesn't scare me at all.
So you think it might be like a tired game where the teams just stop playing defense and just get easy layups? Or
now, see that you're saying that because of that over. I know you're thinking about that over.
I'm thinking about the under.
I like your strategy. I still think the under might be the call. It is
I'll
late
give
in the
that. I'll
season.
give that as an official play. Yeah, under 209.
Pull that trigger, Pistol Pete.
Only because if I didn't give it, that would be a balls issue as a matter of being prudent issue. Yeah. So I'm trying to force myself to give picks publicly when it's a matter of balls.
There you go. I like that.
Under 209 in Charlotte, Boston, and you've got a 2-team teaser. All right, then we got a bunch of other games. Oh God. I mean, they're interesting to talk about. Not when I'm going to touch them. Houston, Minnesota. I mean, what do you mean? I mean,
well, Minnesota last 3 games has looked like, and I said this last week. This is a young core. You better look out for them next week. Next year, they believe in themselves. They beat a good Portland team, a good Golden State team,
and they covered 3 in a row. They covered 3 in a row.
Exactly. Have to stay off it, though, because Houston, I don't know which team's going to show up. They're still alive, all right? Yeah. And Harden,
but they're
though,
still Houston.
Yeah, they're still Houston, and Harden, he's got to be getting tired. He has played the last 10 games. Yeah. He's played at least 40 minutes, and that's got to wear on him. So I don't know. I kind of like to think, the advantage is with Minnesota, but I'm just going to stay off it. But Minnesota, I'm looking forward to banking some money next year with them.
All right, and then Chicago, New Orleans. Chicago just eliminated from the playoffs. Who the hell knows what's going to be going on with them? Yeah. Sacramento, Phoenix. The reserves are playing for both teams. That one could go any which way.
Well, the Bulls. Before you get too far, I got 2 calls on that. Talk about balls.
You're touching that game?
I'm touching that game.
Let's hear why. Wow.
I am absolutely reeling in the 10-foot
pole of the century.
I read an article, and it was real interesting. Gasol said, you know what, we're just playing for pride. They played really good the other day against Cleveland, and he said it's a shame we didn't do this earlier. So the start starters are going to want to go ahead and contribute just like they are right now. And I think the Bulls get it done because the Pelicans, they were down the other game by almost 40-something points at one point. They're just ready to go. Okay.
And who gave that as a free pick in our show?
Absolutely. And you nailed it, by the way.
Absolutely.
Nailed it. Go
and
Pelicans.
that was one where I was like, another one where I was like, my issue with balls was telling me to just be afraid and not give it publicly. But then I was like, I'm not going to give it balls.
The Pelicans turned into the Pelicans for Pistol Pete. But I'm going with the Bulls today. First half -2.
-1.5 is what we're going to give you. You got that bookmaker and DSI and Just Bet all at -1.5.
And the game itself, is it still 4.5 or is there some
4.5
fours?
market wide.
Okay, so the game and the half. I think the Bulls want to go out with pride. And, the Pels, I think, they got real tired because they got blown out after you cashed on them. So
you know what? I'm going to do a little tale of the day here. Tale of the day, Mike Brenner. I'm going to go with you on the Bulls first half -1.5. You're right there, Mike Brenner.
I like it.
All right, that's the second official pick for me. You got anything else?
Well, I have just the 2-team teaser, and I got the Bulls on the half in the game. I got 3 picks. So that's all the picks I got. But we are going to be speaking with, if I'm correct, Jordan Sharp's going to be joining us here.
Really? Yeah, excellent. Hey, Jordan Sharp, you there?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How's it hanging this afternoon?
Catch Jordan Sharp in our last show. He gave awesome analysis, really in depth. I mean, even if you're not looking to bet player props, it was just interesting to hear what he had to say.
No, it was. It was very interesting, and he nailed just about everything he said. So, hats off to you there, my man.
All right, Jordan Sharp.
Thanks,
what do you have to tell us about the? We're talking about this card, April 11th. There's so many unknowns here, right? Like Sacramento, Phoenix playing all their reserves. Minnesota, Houston. Who knows what's going to go on with that game? So many unknowns. Maybe you can shed some light on us and make it a little bit more known.
Yeah, one of the things I'm just taking a look at is watching out for those Oklahoma City guys. Never know what's going to happen with them. DeMarcus Cousins is out tonight. Don't know about anybody else, but he has been ruled out already. So those are the guys that I think, that they do have some value that could come out of those guys. But for me on the player prop realm here, and of course you got to remember to take a look at my article Video Combo, be coming out later today once the props from Bovada, Bet365, all those other books come out. But it is big man Palooza this evening for me on player prop picks, the guys I'm taking a look at. First guy, Marcin Gortat. John Wall probably going to be out. Bradley Beal exited yesterday's game with an injury. Don't yet know his status. You know what that means? It means money time for the Polish Hammer because that guy has been amazing. And the Brooklyn Nets are god-awful against centers. Of course, Brook Lopez out already. Thomas Robinson exited their game yesterday. They don't have anybody that's going to be able to guard Gortat in this one. The Nets giving up about 24 and 12 per 48 minutes to centers over the last 3 weeks. That one's going to be one I'm taking a look at, too, depending on the odds for that one. Another guy I think I'm going to take a look at, a big man wise tonight, is Nikola Vucevic for the Orlando Magic. Victor Oladipo has a concussion right now, which he might not play. Vucevic's usage rate when Oladipo is not on the floor is 30%. He has been amazing since coming back from injury. He had plenty of rest during that time. He could have a very, very big game as well. Last time he played the Bucks and Greg Monroe, he had 22 points and 4 rebounds in 21 minutes. So keep an eye on him as well tonight. And finally, we talked about that. You guys have probably talked about a lot of this Sacramento-Phoenix game. Don't yet know what's going on with this one. But I do think DeMarcus Cousins is going to be out. So that means that someone like Tyson Chandler could have a big game. But also filling in Willie Cauley-Stein, the rookie here for the Sacramento Kings, has been getting a lot of run when Cousins is out. Cousins, I think, has missed 4 of the last 7 games for the Sacramento Kings. He's had double figures in scoring in all 4 of those games. He's also been getting some more minutes over Kosta Koufos, but Kosta Koufos could have a big game as well. So it really just depends on me for what the lines are coming out for those later this afternoon. So I'm going to take a look at some of those. Maybe even a prop on Rudy Gay as well. If Rondo misses, he's been outstanding scoring the basketball with those guys out as well here recently. Those guys resting. Of course, Sacramento tanking for draft position. So those are the guys I'm looking at here tonight, guys. Keep an eye out for article Video Combo coming out later this afternoon, but that'll do it for me tonight. To get the big men tonight, play the over on the big men.
There you go. Nice, and DeMarcus Cousins is definitely out
for the rest of the year.
He's done. He's not going to suit up again, that's for sure. So, and also I heard that you had mentioned another injury.
Kosta Koufos.
Kosta Koufos. With Washington, Beal and John Wall will both be out.
Yeah, I was thinking about the under on that one, too. It's just Washington's had 4 straight overs, Nets had 3 straight overs, and I could see this one being a game where they just don't play any defense. But I was leaning under in that one.
I like that prop, though, with Mortat. He's going to probably go off tonight, Jordan, so I like that insight there, my man.
All right, guys. Well, keep an eye out. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Get ready for the playoffs, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Get
right.
ready for that, Jordan. Don't forget about the playoffs, okay?
Yeah, I won't. It won't slip my mind. Don't worry.
Sometimes people just forget about the playoffs, and you're sitting there like, what the? Come on, man.
There you go.
You can't just forget about the playoffs. All right.
Well, with that being said, I'm going to pan this board one more time. Jordan, have a great day. Again, looking for a big bounce back today. 126 and 107 at 54%. Pistol Pete coming off a 2-in-1 day, so 67 and 77, 46%. But he says he's moving it up. So I'm ready, buddy.
All right, let's review our picks just in case
chops.
people forgot.
Okay, I've got a 2-team teaser with the Hawks +8 and the Celtics -2.5, and I'm taking the Chicago Bulls on the first half -1.5 and the game -4.5. So,
and I'm with Mike Brenner on the Bulls -1.5 first half, and I'm also on Charlotte Boston under 209. And I'm thinking about giving Washington Brooklyn under 211.5. What do you think about that?
I think. Well, after what I just heard, I think that certainly would push me if I was a totals
these
guy.
are like bad. Yeah,
come
okay.
on, pull it.
And I'll throw a third one in there. Washington Brooklyn under 211.5 on the full game.
All right, buddy. Well, we need to get some work done and get it done right because I'm ready to bounce back tonight, baby.
Okay, that's about it. And we'll catch our show tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
That's right. Great show, Pete.